Welcome to Ink Toner Solutions. Today we're going to show you how to refresh a cartridge that's seized up from dried ink. Now this can happen with any printhead style cartridge that's either been left out too long outside of the pressure clip or the tape, or has been left inside your printer for too long without printing. By printing on a regular basis, it helps clear the printheads and prevent the printheads from seizing up with dried ink. So we're going to take a look at some of our cartridges here. Take a look at this one here. You're going to see there's a lot of dried ink all around the printhead and on the circuit board. And this can cause one of two problems. One, it's going to try and print, but no ink's going to come out. A second, if the ink gets in the way of the contacts on the side of the cartridge, it may not be able to recognize the cartridge properly. So what we're going to do, good old-fashioned paper towel, we're going to do is to strip a Windex on it, just like this. You want to use old-fashioned Windex. It contains ammonia. Ammonia is going to help break down the ink a lot better, and it's going to help clear out all the pores on the cartridge. So we're going to take our cartridge here, and along the line of the printhead, we're just going to take it and run it just along that. Now see, we had a lot of ink come off from that. We're going to do one more quick swipe, make sure we get all the excess ink off. Then we're going to take on the dry part of the paper towel, we're going to dab our cartridge. And dab in the cartridge, as you can see here, as we dab it each time, it pushes the ink through. In this case, this cartridge still has ink in it. It's still good and can be reused. You can just put it back into your printer. You want to make sure you've gotten off all excess ink. Put it back in your printer and keep using it. Let's try another cartridge here. Got this one here. Bit of dried ink on the printhead. That's the silver part right in the middle. We're going to run it along our Windex here. Not as much ink coming off on that one. We're going to dab it out. Now what we're looking for with each of these tests here is we want to see consistency. We want to see a solid black bar, which is going to take up pretty much the same size as your printhead. In this case here, it's kind of spotty. Spotty cartridges usually end up having to be replaced. You may be able to put this into your printer and run a clean printhead routine on the printer, and that may clear up the issue. However, on this one, I'm pretty sure we can honestly say that this is empty. This would be one that we'd want to replace. This particular tutorial is only valid for printhead style cartridges. So when you look at your cartridge, if you see that you have a circuit board on the bottom, usually it's tan or gold, and then a bar on the bottom, you'll see it either in silver or a light gold color. That bar is the printhead itself. That's what we need to make sure gets cleaned off. There are other style cartridges called tank cartridges. Tank cartridges sometimes have a chip on them, but there's no actual traditional printhead like you see on this one here. This is actually just a sponge. The entire cartridge is a sponge. You may have a clear plastic, or you may have a solid plastic you can't see through. But on the bottom you'll actually see a sponge point. If you put your finger on it, you may end up actually having ink come out on a tank cartridge. Tank cartridges are a different creature because the printhead is actually located in the printer. We'll go over those in another time. Thank you for watching Ink Toner Solutions. If you have any questions, feel free to give us drop us an email at service@inksolutionsma.com or stop in our store in downtown Northampton. Thank you very much, and have a great day.